Trusting God in every situation is a powerful concept that can transform our lives and provide us with the strength we need to face challenges. Life is filled with uncertainties, and at times it can feel overwhelming. We often find ourselves grappling with doubts, fears, and anxieties. In these moments, it's crucial to remember that we are not alone. There is a higher power that cares for us, guides us, and wants the best for us. When we talk about trust, it's important to understand what it truly means. Trusting God is about letting go of our need to control every aspect of our lives. It's about surrendering our worries and fears to Him, believing that He has a plan for us, even if we can't see it at the moment. This doesn't mean that we will not face difficulties or that everything will go perfectly. Instead, it's about having faith that God is with us in those challenges, providing us with the strength to persevere. Think about the times in your life when you faced tough decisions or experienced heartbreak. It's easy to feel lost and unsure. However, when we trust God, we shift our focus from our problems to His power. This shift can bring a sense of peace and clarity that allows us to navigate through even the stormiest seas. Trusting God requires action. It's not just a passive belief, but an active decision to rely on Him. This means seeking His guidance through prayer and meditation, immersing ourselves in His Word, and surrounding ourselves with a supportive community. When we make these efforts, we cultivate a deeper relationship with God, which strengthens our ability to trust Him in every situation. Imagine a time when you felt overwhelmed by life's pressures. Maybe it was a job loss, a health issue, or a relationship challenge. In those moments, it's tempting to focus solely on the problem at hand. However, when we choose to turn to God instead, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We begin to see our circumstances through a different lens. Challenges become opportunities for growth, learning, and deeper faith. One of the greatest lessons we can learn about trust is that it often comes with waiting. God's timing is not always our timing. We live in a world that values instant gratification, but God often calls us to be patient. This waiting period can be challenging, but it is also a time for growth. It's a time to strengthen our faith, to learn to rely on Him, and to prepare ourselves for the blessings that are to come. During these waiting periods, it's essential to keep our focus on God. This can be done through prayer, worship, and connecting with others who share our faith. When we fill our minds and hearts with positive influences, we build a foundation of trust that will sustain us through tough times. Remember, trust is not the absence of doubt, it's the decision to believe in God despite those doubts. Let's talk about the importance of gratitude in this journey of trust. When we cultivate a spirit of gratitude, we begin to see the world differently. Instead of fixating on what we lack or what is going wrong, we start to notice the blessings around us. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on our ability to trust God. Gratitude helps us acknowledge the ways God has already provided for us, reinforcing our faith that He will continue to do so. It's also crucial to remember that trust is a journey, not a destination. We will have moments of doubt and fear. That's part of being human. What matters is how we respond to those feelings. When we acknowledge our doubts and bring them to God, we create an opportunity for growth. We can ask for strength to trust Him more deeply, for wisdom in our decisions, and for peace in our hearts. In every situation, whether it's a minor inconvenience or a major life crisis, we can choose to trust God. This doesn't mean we ignore our feelings or pretend everything is okay. Rather, it's about recognizing that God is bigger than our problems. He is aware of our struggles and He cares for us deeply. When we lean into this truth, we can find comfort in knowing that we are held by a loving God. There will be times when it feels difficult to trust God. When we are faced with loss, disappointment, or pain, it's natural to question why these things happen. However, it's important to remember that our understanding is limited. God sees the bigger picture, and He is working things out for our good even when we can't see it. This is where faith comes in, trusting that there is a purpose behind our struggles and that in time we will come to understand. As we navigate life, we will encounter others who are also struggling. One of the most beautiful aspects of trusting God is that it allows us to extend that same trust and compassion to others. When we recognize that we are all in this together, we can offer support and encouragement to those around us. Our journey of faith can inspire others to trust God in their own situations, creating a ripple effect of hope and love. It's also vital to be aware of the sources of doubt and negativity in our lives. Sometimes these can come from our environment, our relationships, or even our own internal dialogue. It's important to guard our hearts and minds against anything that undermines our trust in God. This may mean distancing ourselves from toxic relationships, reframing negative thoughts, or seeking out uplifting and faith-affirming content. As we continue to trust God, we will find that our faith grows stronger. We begin to see the evidence of His presence in our lives in the small blessings, the answered prayers, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Each step we take in faith reinforces our trust and encourages us to keep moving forward. Finally, remember that trusting God is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. Each day presents us with new opportunities to deepen our faith and trust in Him. By staying connected through prayer, worship, and community, we can cultivate a lifestyle of trust that sustains us through every season of life. As we face the uncertainties and challenges ahead, let us hold fast to the promise that trusting God brings peace, hope, and strength. No matter what situation we find ourselves in, we can choose to believe that God is with us, guiding us and working for our good. Let's embrace this journey of faith together, supporting one another and encouraging each other to trust God in every situation. In doing so, we will not only find peace for ourselves, but also inspire others to experience the transformative power of trust.